Whenever you guys are done discussing Dana Gould's stupid career on The Simpsons, I'd like to move along.
Right.
Since March 2000, there have been 56 deaths from fraternity hazing.
Wow.
This frat life is crazy. You know, I was in a fraternity when I was young. It was called Phi Kappa Nambla. They would paddle you in your underwear and then take pictures of us and put it on the internet. I was 7. Now look, do fraternities do more harm than good, Greg?
No, I think they're great. I mean, you know, there's good fraternities and bad fraternities. I was in a fraternity in college, and fraternities are great because, you know, when you're in a fraternity, if you pass out drunk, there's always someone there to pee on you.
Anybody else?
I think they're bad. I think they make you be too cliquey. They make you hang around with all the same people. You don't get exposed to enough. I don't like them. I think they're dangerous.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I just think they're dangerous. I think the hazing and people get killed by it.
See, I like that aspect of it because I think it's thinning the herd.
Right.
You know? Well, if you're stupid enough to join a fraternity and do the stupid that they do, you deserve to die, okay?
Well, do it for money.
Well, I wanted to be in the fraternity, but I didn't want to go through the hazing. So we had to kidnap all of them. We kidnapped all the people who were hazing us, and then, you know, we drove them up to another state and stripped them down and threw them in the woods. But they came back. So I had to drop out of that fraternity.
The lesson to be learned is there. What is the lesson? You should have killed them. You should have killed them.
The lesson there was, Lenny, I think I'll refresh your childhood memories. You weren't in a fraternity, that was a gang.
Yeah.
You used to go rob the fraternities, remember?
Yeah.
With white
I think we were near
culture.
like 5 colleges, and he was never in a class.
Yeah.
You went to Harvard? Did you go to college?
I went to Harvard till I found out I wasn't enrolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I booted me out.
The whole reason why it was established was for morality. Fraternity, morality, and literature. That's the whole reason why it was established. And this hazing thing is not moral at all. I mean, it's killing kids.
You went to college, didn't you?
I did,
I can
yeah.
tell by the way you explained that.
Yeah, it's true.
Now, were you in the
1776. No, I went
sorority?
to UMass Boston. I went to, like, white trash college. They didn't have
Was that like
sorority.
a buck a year?
Yeah. My mother worked in the physical plant, so I went for free.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
This whole fraternity thing. Are we going nowhere with this? But listen. I'm talking to guys that robbed colleges, people that went to UMass.
I have more statistics.
Or their mother would blow up the physical plants. I believe you have statistics. But let me ask you this. Don't you think it's natural when guys get around other guys, whether it be the army or hazing or just guys hanging on the street, they always have to torture somebody. The weakest always fall, no? Wasn't there the one guy you guys always used to pick on growing up?
Let's be honest, as men,
Yeah.
okay, and Sue can probably confirm this once we've settled it. If you get enough of us together with enough free time, we'll do a lot of stupid correct?
And mean stuff,
And
too.
mean stuff, too.
And the weakest person will take out.
Right, but Carl, I think you're overlooking what fraternities were all about. With more people, you could pitch in more money and get more booze.
Yes.
That was, and that is true.
But
Isn't
that's
that
not
the key?
morality.
That was the key, you're right.
No, but there was also the date raping.
Right.
Well, yeah, but these are all perks.
No, when I was in Urban, I had a lazy eye, and people used to whip acorns at me, and I just said, well,
Why were you lazy? Why did you make it
No,
lazy?
my eye was lazy, like this. You know?
whipping acorns at you?
Yes, I'd like have to run out of my house and skip through the acorns as they whip me. I couldn't see them because I had a patch on my eye. I lived in
Dorchester. She's
I lived in Dorchester.
They were important.
You know it was real, too, because she didn't say throw. They used to whip them at
They
me.
used to whip them at me. I have to, like,
Chuck
run.
them at me.
Look.
That's why I'm skinny.
Speaking of meet the acorns.
No, from running.
Oh,
Good cardio.
now listen, college course, now it's $160,000 for a 4-year college to send a kid to a college,
Yeah, my
okay?
kids aren't going.
Your kids aren't going to college? Now your kids are getting near college age, one of them is. What are you going to do?
My oldest is.
Jack, I thought
God love this kid. This is the greatest kid in the world. He told me a year ago, I'm not going to college. And I just took that money. I said, no, it goes right back into my account, you know? Great kid.
You didn't say, hey, let's think about it, son, you're too young.
No, I think college can be a waste of time.
I
It
told
depends on
your
the person.
son Jack that your dad's got enough money, you don't have to work as long as you live. Just stay out of jail, and you can live off of him.
See? That's why
He did
Uncle
tell
Lenny.
him that.
Good for you.
And he told him not to join.
I think if you it depends what job you want to do. But if you're an actor, there's no reason to go to college. Right. Just go to work. You know, go out and get an acting job.
And even in business, if you ask me, when I've seen a successful businessman, it's not the people that did the best in school. It's the people that can sleep the least after drinking the most the night before and show up the next day.
Exactly right.
If you take the guy to school at 4 in the morning, get him to sign, and you're at the office meeting the next
By the
morning
way, that's why
happy.
you were never good as a businessman when we were younger.
That's true. I was never good
way too late.
You know, Colin, I was very poor in math, and I thought that would hurt me in the business community. because math was just one of those subjects that stump. But divide, like if you had an 8-ball of Coke and you put it out, right? I could divide it up evenly between all of us. So the whole thing with math is not that important.
Right, and it also showed you could be trusted.
Exactly.
Now, let me ask you something. When that 8-ball, did it divide itself miraculously when somebody had to go to the bathroom and pee? Was there a little...
Let's put it this
He
way.
was very good. I can attest he was very good.
And how has that helped you in your career?
Well, look where he is now.
Yeah, he's doing
on the
great.
Colin Quinn show.
Yeah,
There you go. Well, I think that says it all. We're going to come right back after this message. Don't go nowhere. Next up, Dennis, Lenny, and I, Apocalypse Next. A lot of you people who watch this show know that we sometimes reenact great scenes from great movies. Why? Because I was a comedian, people typecasted me, but I'm a great actor, a wonderful, great actor. And I never got to do some big scenes like the famous Vietnam movies, you know, so this is basically my chance to do that, and I'm just going to get into character. I'm like looking, you know, I look at my gun, like my gun is what moves me at this point, because it saved me in Vietnam and the fields or whatever it was, you know. Dig it down! Dig it out! You dig it out!
I don't speak that.
You speak me thing! You speak me thing!
No, no.
Go!
Hey, what the hell is wrong with you? Peter's bugler? You're supposed to be bringing freedom to these people and not beating them senseless.
Who the hell are you to tell me, Messendiliat? You don't know how to conduct yourself. I've been in country for a whole year. This is my first tour, you pig-faced short-timer.
My name is what?
Messendiliat.
Okay. Listen, Peter's bugler, I'm going to tell you once and for all, I didn't come here to go home in a box or a body bag. I came here to leave with the same things I came with. 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 hands, 10 fingers. What is this shit?
You just keep to your script, Messendiliat. Hey, Sergeant, I just came from a firefight. It was louder than Led Zeppelin 2. Really? Zeppelin 2, huh?
Did you say Zeppelin 2?
Yeah.
What time is this supposed to be? What year?
68, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't make a Zeppelin reference in 68.
It's Colin Quinn show. I can make any reference I want. Come on, I wrote it. Zeppelin was out. That album was out in 68.
Was it?
Yeah. No, 71, I thought. Zeppelin.
I don't really remember.
I think it was 71. Well, let's get back to the script, Messendiliat.
You know, what's with the names? What, you couldn't pick, we couldn't be Leary and Quinn, we couldn't be Smith and Jones. I mean, what is
I like to make it,
Messendiliat?
because you're used to doing these movies. I have distinctive names.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
That's right. I'm used to
Messendiliat.
doing actual movies. That's
Right.
correct. But
Yeah.
they're not skits about, you know,
What do
whatever
you
the
mean?
hell this is.
This is a period piece.
You know what? The period piece
It
is-
was 71.
71?
Yeah, it was not 71. Because I remember Who's Next came out. What was that, 70?
70, I don't
Oh,
know.
it doesn't matter. We can change it to the Dave Force 5. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
We're trying to keep it authentic. Do you understand that?
Yeah, this is real authentic.
Yeah, well,
That's the only authentic part of the whole thing.
yeah. Pretty good. Hey, I'm having non-flashbacks. I wasn't even there. Yeah, well, let me just tell you something. This bastard calls me up this morning and leaves me a message and goes, hey, listen, what is this? He starts barking at me on the phone. Wait, let's finish the scene. Hey, are you an actor?
Actually, no. I'm an associate producer on the show.
Yeah? Well, last time I was here, my check was late. Is that your fault? Dow! Yeah. Dow, Dinky Dow. Yeah, that's real dialogue.
What does that mean?
That's real Vietnamese dialogue.
What does it mean?
It means, you
don't know what the hell
I
it
do know what it means. It means,
I know
welcome
what it
to
means.
Vietnam.
Yeah, let's pick
Dinky
him up.
Dow, welcome.
Pick him up and go to Act 4, okay?
Dinky Dow! welcome. You know, here's what kills me, folks.
Yeah, this is the part that kills me. We could have, you and I could have sat down with Lenny and done
I think he's losing. No, he's all right. He's losing conscience. Listen, here's what kills me.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Dinky Dow! He calls me up. He's been on twice. People love it. People love the show when he's on. He comes on last time. We do this thing with a little monitor because first time it just had to be free association. And after the second show last time, he goes to me, hey, you know, it's kind of cool with something to work off of. Yeah, so this time we go to look at
I
it.
meant a little bit of some stuff in the teleprompter, not a whole goddamn set from Vietnam. He spent all this money. You and I could have sat down. I could have had a cigarette. He could have come in. We're very funny. They love it. We go home.
I like the fact that I could have had a cigarette as part of it. I think he's sick. Are you sick? I think this guy's sick. No, he's okay. He's the associate producer.
Jason, you right?
Hey, we'll have you really now. Welcome.
Look, if I wanted to do bad sketches, I would have been on your show, the old one, you know?
SNL?
Yeah.
Hey, can we add an explosion and get out of this?
Yeah, let's get out of this. How do we get out?
Only just said the line about the hut. You didn't say anything
Okay,
about it.
that one I know.
We'll never know if
Hey,
any of
what's
these
with the
lines...
hut? Why come it's so small?
Well, it's supposed to be in the distance. See? All right, fellas. Diggy down! Diggy down.
Diggy down. We'll be right back.
All right. This is that cool. We finally got here. It's been a long trip, folks. A long and, you know, it's been a roller coaster ride. Let's face the facts. Here's the question, you guys. You're on your own fraternity or sorority. You're starting your own thing. What is it called, and what is like the hazing rituals? Dennis, what do you say to that?
This is my camera here? Or this one? Here it is.
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
My hazing rituals would be being forced to do a comedy sketch in front of 100 people that you were given 2 hours before the show.
That's
it.
Lenny.
The name of the fraternity would be Tap a Keg of Beer. All right. The hazing would consist of pledges, taking out their student loan money and going to the horse track with me and trying to double it. They would also be required to tap into the university's mainframe computer and change all of the brothers' grades to passing. And basically be a slave to me and all the other brothers. We in turn would pass it on to them like a giant pyramid scam. And everyone would have sex.
Sue Costello.
My sorority would be called Alpha Beta Camel Toe. All the girls that wanted to be in the sorority would be hazed by having to switch places with all the girls that I grew up with in the projects. They would have to wear really tight pants, date drug-addicted lowlifes, have no teeth, and eat government-issued cheese for 3 months.
All right. Greg Giraldo.
I'd start a group not for myself, but for the people who are often overlooked by the Greek system, fat girls. I'd call it Delta Upsilon Delta Omega, DUDO, short for Dunkin' Donuts. Their logo would be a treadmill with an X through it. There'd be no hazing because nobody likes a cranky fat girl. Besides, what would we possibly force them to eat or drink that they wouldn't happily inhale on their own? How does a guy like me, who's clearly letting himself go to crap, have the nerve to make a cheap fat girl joke? 3 years of fraternity training.
Now, my fraternity is called the Party Animals. We get up in the morning, blasting news radio. Then we put on different colored turtlenecks, tease our hair like Kim Il-jong. We all pile into a minivan, drive over to the campus, stand around the student union, threaten people with karate chops if they wise off to us. Then we're back in the van, go home, a house party with music from Lou Bega singing that Mambo No. 9 song. Then we have a contest to see who could do the funniest reenactment of a scene from Stealing Harvard, my favorite movie. And then slowly, we would turn on the oven until we were overwhelmed with fumes and wait for sweet death to embrace us. That's it, pledges. Remember, tomorrow night, we're doing a panty raid on The Daily Show. Good night, everybody. Hey, welcome to